But first, two famous brothers who teamed up not against each other, but against their own mother.
That they did. And Barbara, the famous brothers are Nick and Aaron Carter. They're huge pop stars and very rich now. It's interesting that it was when the money started rolling in that the trouble began. Chris Connolly with siblings who became closer because they felt they had to unite against their mom.
Tell me why it ain't nothing but a part. Tell me why.
It was the biggest song of 1999, I Want It That Way, by the Backstreet Boys.
Tell me why I never wanna hear you say.
He was the youngest Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter, then 19, with the tousled blonde looks and playful image that made him the closest thing this Orlando, Florida quintet had to a teen idol.
Tell me why ain't nothing.
And no one had done more for Nick Carter's career than his mother, Jane Carter, never wavering in the belief that her Nick was destined for stardom. Nick's younger brother, Aaron Carter, his mother's self-styled Little Prince of Pop, would also fulfill Jane Carter's dreams and become a pop sensation. Two brothers, two stars, plenty of money for everyone. What could go wrong? Just about everything.
So she wanted the money and the fame and the attention.
Yeah,
As much as your boys did.
maybe more.
I'm seeing this whole world that I had created, like in some sense, just crumble, start to fall apart.
It is a sad story. It's very sad, and it's very emotional.
Especially sad for Jane Carter. Nick got fed up. Her husband Bob remarried. 16-year-old Aaron threatened to sue her. And after she allegedly broke into her ex-husband's house earlier this year, Aaron even called the cops on her.
I had to do it, and I didn't want her to get arrested, but I just wanted it to stop.
Aaron and Nick say their mother lost her way in the tumult of showbiz success.
Fame can change a person like that. She was becoming a different person.
I love it.
All she really worried about was the business, and I thank her for that, because if she didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know, money can change people. You know, it can change, especially when you don't come from it, you know, and you don't have, you're not used to that.
In fact, Jane and Bob were running a retirement home in Tampa before Jane's efforts on her son's behalf lifted the Carters out of a hardscrabble existence. But even as they were adored by millions of fans, these brothers say that what they yearned for most was a mother's love.
I said, Mom, you know, why can't you just be my mother? You know, can't you just have that one title for maybe a day or two? Because she can't separate the two. I think mainly what we're saying now is that we were starved for that attention of a motherly figure.
Even as the Backstreet Boys were conquering the charts, Nick told his mother he wanted out from under her control.
I just said, you know, I can't do this no more. I have to be by myself. You know, you need to let me grow up, let me be who I need to be. And that was and she couldn't take it. The boiling point. Yeah. She's driven emotionally. Nobody's going to understand what's going on in her mind, because you can't. We don't even understand.
Bob began looking after Nick on tour, and so Jane spent 9 months in 1998 on the road with 10-year-old Aaron.
So you think she focused her attentions on Aaron's career because she was jealous of the time that you were getting with Nick?
Absolutely. I mean, that's quoted words from her. I mean, it was, all right, well, you got Nick, I will do this.
That division of duties would lead to Jane and Bob's estrangement. Aaron's star continued to soar. But during a tour last year, he started to wonder where his money was going.
What happened with you, Aaron, and your mom?
I went on tour, and I didn't make a dime. I went on tour, I worked for 3.5 months, and I didn't make any money. And they wouldn't let me into the production office to see what was going on. So one time I snuck in there, and I saw that each show was making like $160,000. And I did 40 shows last year.
And you weren't seeing any of that money?
Didn't see anything. My mom, she wouldn't let me talk to my father. I finally said, you know what, I need to go see my dad. You know, I might be 16 years old, but I'm not stupid. That's why I need my dad in my life. You know, I love him and I know that I can trust him.
Nick, what are you thinking when all this is going on?
I told everybody I'm staying out of it. I have to right now. You know, the point I was at in my life, I was going to lose it. I was going to snap.
Last December, just days after his 16th birthday, Aaron announced plans to sue his own mother.
Why'd you want to sue your mother?
Well, it had a lot to do with anger, but I called her up and I said, hey, I'm not going to do that because that's not the kind of person I am. There's no point. It's pointless. You took the money, good. Have it. It's yours. It's not going to happen again. Trust me.
You know what a lot of people out there are saying, guys. She sacrificed her life for these two boys' careers. She took them to every audition. She gave them every opportunity.
But at the
These ungrateful boys.
But at the same time, we gave her a job for 12 years.
Then on the night of January 13th, Jane Carter allegedly broke into the home where her now ex-husband was living with his girlfriend Ginger Elrod, and police say attacked her.
She was trying to beat up Ginger.
Yeah, and I got to make this story clear because there was no really beating up. There was a lot of hair pulling going on.
By the time I got there, my dad had already been trying to calm her down and was holding her down. And then finally he said, okay, you need to help me because she was throwing and kicking and I had to hold her down too. And then finally I just called the police.
Did she see Ginger as destroying her life?
I think what she seen was destroying the life was that Aaron wasn't coming back. And that was the bottom line.
Jane Carter wouldn't speak with 2020, but her attorney told us that she emphatically denies improperly taking any money from Aaron. She was arrested and charged with battery, but those charges were recently dropped. Nick is recording a new Backstreet Boys CD and auditioning for acting jobs.
I'm still a fat man, a fat, ugly man.
Aaron's making a movie this summer.
I'm ugly. Mom, leave me alone.
They are two brothers who not only understand fame and family strife, but also dating in the fast lane, now that Nick and Paris Hilton are an item.
And as if you guys didn't have enough going on, you're in a high-profile relationship now with one of the most famous women in the universe.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love Paris to death. I think she's a wonderful human being. I think she really is misconstrued sometimes. I've never really been in a celebrity relationship before. Never really cared about it before. It wasn't a big deal. It just kind of happened, you know. And now that I am in it, good luck. What? Oh yeah, but that's you, buddy.
Aaron's notorious for having dated teen stars Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan, apparently at the same time.
Well, you know, I'm 16, and this was going on when I was 14 and 15, you know. And, you know, I said to both of them, I said, you know what? I'm not going to, I mean, shoot, Hillary wanted a big, you know, long, steady relationship. I'm like, I can't do that. It's impossible.
What's your relationship like with your mother now?
It's fine. I love her, and she's still my mother. And I would drop the business in a heartbeat if anything ever occurred, anything ever happened. I mean, because it is my family, and family comes first.
All this drama that you guys have gone through, does it make you closer as brothers?
It's brought us a lot closer, actually. See, he's just mad because I just went, bow, I went like that, and then I hit it. Because we can talk to each other, knowing that what I say to him, what he says to me, stays between the two of us. It's hard to find someone like that. So, thank God I have a brother. Oh, no! That was bad, you know. That was dope.